Right, Raymond and Sons, Raymond and Sons, Raymond and Sons. How are we doing today, everybody?
This is the real Raymond and Sons.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, today is Christmas Eve, and we have such a great show planned. We have the Raymond and Sons. So this is Mr. Raymond Liu. How are you doing today, sir?
So far, so good.
So you guys were wondering when we were talking about Raymond and Sons, who the Raymond is. This is the man. This is my father-in-law. This is the guy who gives us all of that advice. So he has let us hang out Christmas Eve at his place, and he's gonna drop some wisdom for us. So
wisdom.
He's got a lot of that. Don't let him play you, man. He has a lot of wisdom. So first off, it's Christmas Eve. Can you believe it's already been a whole year? It's almost 2020. What do you think, sir?
2020. It's gonna be a good year.
Yeah.
Do you have some stuff looking forward to?
It's gonna be a good year, even for the Dolphins.
Hey.
Oh.
Hey. Let's. My gosh.
Oh, yeah. You know.
All right.
AFC East champs again, 11 years in a row. Thank you.
All right. Well, if we're already gonna talk about sports, let's relax. Next week. All right. Next week, the game.
What game?
The game.
What game?
Dolphins against the Patriots. It's your nemesis. It's the team that y'all always lose to. Are you guys ready?
They're in trouble.
Are you guys ready?
I think the Patriots in trouble.
No.
Patriots, I mean, every year the Dolphins got the number. Are they ready this year?
No.
Absolutely.
This time we're in Foxborough, and it's gonna be cold, and we know the Dolphins don't like cold weather. So 35-10. I predicted.
Already.
No.
I don't know, man. I think the Dolphins are
the other way around.
Wisdom number one from Mr. Raymond himself. We'll talk more about sports though, but I wanted to see how you're doing though. How was the week?
Oh, excellent.
All right.
Christmas, we chilling, eating, and I'm eating healthy. So.
There you go.
But
For now.
For now.
Coke.
No. But.
Man, so there's a lot of stuff that we got to talk about. I think the last time we spoke was the day before, or a couple of days before the Miami Heat, the Miami Heat Lakers game. So there's a lot of sports news that has gone on, and I don't know if we just want to jump in first with, talking about our teams. We've got a lineup tomorrow, Christmas Day lineup with all these basketball games. We got football that we got to talk about. What do you want to do first?
All right, I want to start off by saying Lakers beat the Heat at home. Broke their little undefeated record at home, like I predicted again on the podcast.
What did he predict though? I think he said like blowout. I think he said like double digits.
Rod
was actually nervous at the game. He was nervous at the game. Like when you saw him, he got quiet. He saw Heat Nation rise up, and I think that he was surprised about what the Heat can do. I think that he's not going to admit it right now, but. I mean, right now, the hotter team is the Heat. You've got the Lakers on a 3-game losing streak right now, and they're going to be playing tomorrow against the Clippers. So I'm hoping that it's not going to be a 4-game losing streak.
Can I ask both of y'all this question?
Go ahead.
Even though we're on a 3-game losing streak, right?
Yeah.
Who record better, Heat or Lakers?
Okay. I would say that the Heat's home record is better than the Lakers' home record, is what I would say.
Yeah, who gave it? He got one loss at home, right?
Yeah, they got one.
Who, do you remember who gave it?
The Lakers did.
Okay.
The Lakers did, but the Heat aren't full strength yet. You guys barely beat the Heat without two of the Heat's pretty good contributors. I mean, Goran Dragic was injured. You'll find out. Don't worry. And Justice Winslow. So we didn't even have our full squad, and the Lakers barely stepped out. So
were you rank them in the league? Out of all the players, where
my point is that what I would say is that the Heat didn't have the full complement of team members on the team, and the Lakers barely on the last second shot won.
Okay,
I'll put my money on the Heat.
So I'm looking forward just to see throughout the year, Rod. And again, we have on record that the Heat was going to be 7th, 8th, I think is what Rod had said in the previous podcast. So I'm looking forward right now with the Heat having, I think, the 4th best record in the league.
Right.
So I'm looking forward to Rod just seeing how the Heat is coming along together.
All right, man.
You know.
You forgot a name too.
Go ahead.
Kuzma. Did
Yeah.
Kuzma play that game?
Kuzma?
Yeah.
Who? Kuzma?
Kuzma play?
Who's that?
Oh.
Who's that?
Winslow? Dragic? He better than both of them.
Kuzma?
He gonna cover whatever they score.
Kuzma, huh?
Yeah, Kuzma.
What's his first name?
Cal.
Oh, huh.
Okay.
You know, I may have to look him up. Let me look him up. Let me see what's going on. But I'm looking forward to tomorrow,
He would be
though.
a starter on the Heat team. Maybe first option.
You know,
Maybe first option on the Heat team.
so I'm looking forward to tomorrow because this is, you know, Christmas Day. This is LeBron's day.
LA.
I believe LeBron is the second. Hopefully he should surpass. He should be number 1 after tomorrow, I think, with the most points being played. So I am looking forward to seeing.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to seeing that game. I hope so.
Raymond with me.
I hope so. I mean, the problem that the Lakers have is it's either championship or bust for them. I hope.
They gotta break the streak so they can when they come to play the Heat, they're gonna start the streak again.
Yeah.
The losing streak.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So I hope.
Raymond,
I really do hope that, you know, we have a good games, and I would think that Clippers game is gonna be a good game, but we're gonna hold off on the predictions on that. All right,
Okay.
we got to give the MVP crew, or we got to give the Raymond and Sons crew an opportunity to see what's going on. So, do we want to start talking about the Christmas games that we've got being played tomorrow?
There's only one that's going to be worth talking about.
Look, we've got to have the whole entire cast. You know, this is our sports show, and we have to make sure we give different teams a chance.
Before we get to the NBA,
Okay.
and the Christmas game,
Yes.
The expert here.
Yes.
The expert's coming.
we're gonna talk about the NCAA playoffs.
Oh.
Let's go there first.
Why don't we do that first? So, for those of you guys who have forgotten, I mean, it's been a while since we've had some serious college football being played.
Right.
We've got the 2 semifinals games that are going to be going on this Saturday. We got the 1 and 4 matchup, and we've got the 2 and 3 matchup.
Mm-hmm.
So the 1 and 4 is going to be LSU and Oklahoma, and then we've got the 2 and 3 being Ohio State playing against Clemson. So
Clemson beat Ohio State handily bad.
So define bad to me. Is it like
17 points?
So let's look at the Clemson Alabama championship from last year compared to the Ohio State game against Clemson this year. Which game is going to be worse?
The Ohio State game.
Ooh. That Clemson game against Alabama was pretty bad, so worse.
Yeah, 17 or more points.
Wow. Now,
Because you got to think about it like this. Ohio State took Clemson #1 spot when they didn't really deserve it.
yes.
So, with that being said, Clemson is going to show the world we should have been #1 all year. So, I got Clemson beating Ohio State by 17 points
17.
in front of everybody.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And then that game, the 1 versus 4?
That's going to be LSU again, Oklahoma.
Upset.
So we've got Oklahoma beating LSU.
Yes.
Okay. So tell me about the game plan. You know, why does this happen? I mean, you've got Oregon, who's been the laughing stock.
Oklahoma.
No, but yeah. But you've had LSU with Oregon has been always underachieving. They've kind of had that chip on their shoulder the whole entire year. And you got Oklahoma, who's been there. They've been to is it the last 3 or last 2?
For Oklahoma?
Yeah, Oklahoma.
Last 2.
So
Baker, right?
yeah, they had Baker, and then they had
Murray.
Yeah, they had Murray, and then last 3. So
Yeah.
last 3. So we've got a team who's been there, and we've got a team that's hungry. But you're gonna go with the underdog on this one.
Yeah.
All right. So what's the formula?
Spread LSU out and let it just fly.
Mm.
Spread them out so the field is open and not condensed. So you
Okay.
spread them out,
Okay.
slam right on the death, and then throw over the top.
So, are you concerned with Oklahoma's defense? Because that's the part, like, that's the problem that I see is Oklahoma can't stop anybody as is.
They've been dealing with that weak defense all year. So, with that, you know, with the weak defense, it's just gonna be who can score the most points. And Oklahoma is comfortable with doing that.
But have they played an offense like LSU though? I mean, they got the Heisman Trophy winner now. They got some wideouts. They got some speed. They got some running backs. I mean,
give us 3 weeks, we'll go out there and put about 28 on Oklahoma now.
That's kind of my point. So if we're going to be putting 28 points against them in 3 weeks,
only thing Oklahoma got to do is go first.
And
keep LSU spread it out. So it gives passing lanes and running lanes for the quarterback, and let them do their thing. And then you keep pace, and then you make it a game where whoever had the ball last wins.
I mean, there have been some games that Oklahoma's offense has sputtered. You know,
not very often though.
So you know, there's
TCU.
So I mean, hey, I love the fact that you're going go big, go home, and this is what we do on Raymond and Sons. We go big, go home, and this is definitely probably the biggest upset that I've heard you talk about.
Oklahoma by 10.
Oh my goodness, by 10.
Because LSU gonna do something on 4th down, and that's gonna give them another shot, and they're gonna go score again.
You know, I'm glad. I would love to say
if it ain't 10, it's under 10 now. It's not gonna be above 10.
That would be great if it was a close game. That would be great if it was, you know, offense versus offense.
Let me ask you, who's the quarterback of Oklahoma?
I mean, that's a good question.
No,
I mean,
Hurts, right?
I mean, it's Jalen Hurts. I mean, he's
okay. Question. How many times has he seen LSU in his career?
I mean, he's seen him a little bit. He's seen him a little bit. I mean,
right?
He knows him.
And he got I want to say more potent offense than what he had in Alabama, right?
I would say that, but I think the problem that I see is, I mean, I've got to say that can he play under the lights, under the big game? And I think last year when we saw him play against Georgia, he kind of showed and he proved himself that
he's gonna do the same thing. I'm saying you spread LSU out, give him running lanes, give him passing lanes.
I think my problem is he gonna have to do it by himself?
No,
that's what my problem is.
It's gonna be a team effort, but you just need to keep them on their toes, where they can't load up and quarterback contain him.
I mean, I would love to see it
because you can't beat them. You ain't gonna beat them in a base offense. You're not beating LSU. If Oklahoma run a base offense, Oklahoma get ran out of the building. Oklahoma run a spread offense that they do often. It's a game.
I think it's a game until probably around 3rd and 4th quarter, and I think at that point, LSU has been in tight games throughout the year, and they've been able to win those games. So the only reason why I think LSU has got this is because they've played close games.
You might say this.
Yeah.
Name one team that got the offense that Oklahoma got. That LSU played.
I mean, I would probably say, I mean, even though Alabama was hurting, I mean, they still had a decent offense. They still put some points on the board.
But see, Alabama run a smash mouth.
Yeah.
Two wide receiver sets, double tight end. Beat you like that. They got speed receivers. They rarely go in 3 sets. Only on 3rd and long, or when they need to. They normally run a base offense, either two wide receiver set, 2 tight end set with a single wide receiver. A 9 route you. He's going to do a 7, or he's going to do a go.
I think the fear that I have is LSU's line. I think LSU is going to be able to pressure. I mean, those D lines for SEC, I mean, I hate to say it, but their lines, they've got something going on with that. So, I think it's probably more of getting close to 3rd quarter, They get the third quarter. Merry Christmas, sir. Merry Christmas, sir. Merry Christmas, sir. Feliz Navidad, senor. All right, all right. But that's, I think they're close till third quarter.
Yeah.
Get to the fourth quarter. I think that's when things start slowing down, sputtering. There's some sort of third, fourth down conversion.
Okay.
They miss it, and then I see LSU just continuing winning it at the end.
Let's get there. When you play football, and you wanted an offensive lineman, where do you go? Where you go to recruit them from? So that's great. I'll be in a second.
We will be right back, sir. Soon.
So
you get your hogs from the middle of the country.
Right.
That's where they eat pretty good. They eat pretty well.
Yeah, well, Oklahoma
middle country.
Okay. So they got access to them hogs, right?
They got some access, but I just see the defensive line of LSU just being quicker than them.
Speed around the corner. Only thing you got to do is step up. That's why you spread them out so you get running lanes.
Look,
if they're gonna come around like this, right? You run up. You know what they do? They'll hold the DN from trying to rush in to stunt in the end.
Look,
smaller guys.
I mean,
them hogs in Oklahoma, big guys. So 230 going against 300.
Look, I did ask you what the game plan is for it to win, and that would be the game plan.
Right.
I just don't think they're going to be able to execute it, and I don't think that they're going to be able to match up with LSU.
You heard it here now.
You heard it.
I said Lakers was going to end Heat home street.
And he also said it was going to be a blowout, and he said no contest.
They did it though.
Willie
Taggart getting fired.
I mean,
you didn't know it was going to have $17 million. You didn't think he was
look,
fired.
I mean, that's like asking if the sky is blue. We knew that FSU is not going to stand for a coach.
$17 million buy.
We knew that he wasn't going to be holding out his whole contract. So, but hey, you did call it though. Right. You did call it.
Credit. Oklahoma wins, upset, shock the world. Clemson do what they do, beat them down.
Okay, so now we got the final match.
Stay tuned for the next one.
Woo! You see what he did there? Oh, you guys are mad. You guys are mad. Oh, you guys are so mad. You're just gonna have to stay tuned. You're gonna have to stay tuned.
That's gonna be a surprise.
That even hurt me a little bit. Like, he even got me at the edge. I was like, what? What are you gonna say? What are you gonna say? And he pulled the next. Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
So we can go now. We can go to the NBA games.
All right. Let's talk about the NBA games. And again, that's why this is my partner in crime, because he makes sure that I'm regulated with the stuff that we got to talk about. So we were talking about the NBA games. I think is what we want to talk about.
Christmas games.
We're gonna talk about the Christmas games. So I'm gonna tell you guys, if you don't know who's playing when, what's going on. All right. So for the 25th. We've got the first game being Boston. We're not going to talk about who wins, who loses. I just want to go through the list, marinate for a little bit, and then after that, we'll go back to it. All right, so first game is at noon. We got Boston against Toronto.
Okay.
All right.
Good game.
Game number 2, Milwaukee against the Philadelphia 76ers.
Better game.
Yeah. And then the third game, I think they thought this would have been good when they planned it, but this is going to be probably the worst game.
And who?
No, this is going to be Houston against Golden State. I mean, I'm surprised that the NBA somebody's gonna get fired. I'm surprised the NBA didn't pull it and change it last second.
Where is it playing?
Oh, it's at Golden State.
Oh, it's a Christmas game. It'd be fun. Bay Area, you hang out.
Oh boy,
just be there. Bright lights, 3D cameras,
and then
take a stadium.
And then we got the Clippers against the Lakers, which
that's gonna be
8 p.m. prime time. Yeah. All right, and then we've got New Orleans against Denver. Oh, that's another.
Y'all need me? I'm playing this way better.
So I don't know. Did they think that Anthony Davis was gonna be in New Orleans, and that's why they had?
No.
I mean, everybody knew that Anthony Davis was gonna be gone.
If he was there, you still wouldn't have scheduled.
I just don't understand. I don't understand that last game. I don't understand the third game. So let's rank. From least to best, which game are you excited to seeing the most?
Clippers and Lakers.
Least to best, man. Least. Let's start off with the bottom, and then work our way to the top. Come on, you gotta give them something to think about.
The Philly and Milwaukee game.
Golly, let's start.
So hey, the rest of it, I'm not watching that. I'd rather put toys and batteries and stuff.
Look, this is called a tease, man. A tease. You start off, and then you slowly get up.
Straight to the point. There's only 2 games.
All right, there's 2 games.
Houston and Golden State.
Nah,
You
sorry.
only watch that if you're a fan of any one of them teams, a player or something. You don't watch that.
Yeah, that's like a hey, you know what? This is when we do the gifts. Let's do the family time. Let's do the socialization during that game.
Harden and Westbrook revenge, right? Just to hammer him into the ground, right?
I mean, how many games has Golden State even won? I mean,
12, 8.
golly, I mean, they are 7-24.
Jeez, I gave y'all some games.
7-24.
So
look, I guess I don't even know if the Golden State Warriors want that game televised, to tell you the truth, because I don't think they want them to.
I do. I ain't beat my man LeBron singling. Yeah, I ain't beat him too many times. Now I want y'all to just get punished.
But geez, this is like.
So.
All right, so we already got that one out. The New Orleans, Denver. That's like, okay, bye. We're going home.
What time that game come
That's
on?
10:30. So that's the game where everybody's like, okay, bye. See you later.
Yeah,
you're gone.
You sleep through that. Unless you at the game.
Mm-hmm. And then so Boston, Toronto, and Milwaukee. So I think the Milwaukee, Philly. You know, there's some beef going on between Embiid and Giannis. You know, so
yeah, that's gonna
so I'm looking forward to so I'm looking forward to that game.
That Toronto game was scheduled thinking that Kawhi was gonna still be there.
But I mean, at least I think it's gonna be an entertaining game. I mean, it's not gonna be a blowout. I think Boston and Toronto. I mean, that'll be a game. It's a good warm up, man. It's a good way to start.
Boston by double digits.
Double digits, jeez, man. I mean, I think it's gonna be a little closer than that. I mean, Boston should win that game.
Name Toronto first option.
They're one of those team games. They're one of those team players. Look, they're doing like so. I'll be Mr. Fact Check just so that we see what's going on. They're 21-9. You know, second in Atlantic. You know, they're winning some games. They're winning the game that they should be winning. I mean, they're.
What's Boston record?
I mean, Boston. All right, let's fact check that. So Boston, I think Boston is ahead. Yeah, Boston should be ahead of Toronto actually. So Boston is 20-7. So this is a matchup between 1 and 2 in Atlantic.
They in Boston, right?
So they are over at the North. You know, so they are up there. All right, so they're gonna have that crowd checking them out.
Yeah.
All right, so again, I think it's a good way to start the game. There you go. Oh, Canada. Yeah. I mean, they did the thing.
But
all right.
Gonna lose on Christmas.
Okay, and then we got the Milwaukee Philly. That is the game that I'm looking forward to as far as in the East. Mm-hmm. So that's gonna be a good game. I'm seeing. I think Milwaukee just wants to beat Philly down. I think that rivalry is, it's not a rivalry yet, but it's starting to become a rivalry. I think people just can't stand Embiid, and I think they just want to show it to him.
He talk a lot.
He does talk a lot.
But he also back up a lot, though.
You know, but he's getting schooled. I mean, I think a lot of people are very critical of him. I mean, he's doing what he needs to do, but you know, I hear Barkley, I hear Shaq saying that this guy, 23-10, shouldn't be what he tries to get up to. Like this guy should be getting 28, 29. That's what. And I agree.
He should be dominating more.
I mean, this dude.
He should be more like on a Greek freak level.
Oh no, most definitely.
Because he got the talent to do it, but.
And Greek. I mean, he's got that killer, and he might be adding a 3-point shot. I don't know if you've been watching any of the games lately, but at least
he's too big for that.
He's too big for that, but at least now
he's too stiff too.
You know, I'm just saying. I mean, everybody's saying it, and I'm saying the same thing.
You know, everybody can hit 10 out of 100.
Look, that is true. I mean, everybody can hit. I mean, if you got a beach ball, I hope you'll be able to get an ocean. But this guy, he's starting to show a little bit of range to the point where if you got to step out, I mean, that's something else to think about. So I'm looking forward to that game. I think Milwaukee wins that one.
What about Ben Simmons? You want to talk about him?
I mean, he's got a. I mean, he's still. He's not there. Mm-mm. He shouldn't be where he is.
He should be in that
he should be
up. Conversation, but when you don't have a jumper, nobody don't want to talk about you.
Did both of them get in the league at around the same time?
Yeah.
So
one developed right and one stayed the same.
Because Ben, he had that whole first year where he didn't even play. He was hurt. They held him out. So
yeah, that's that little rookie of the year conversation.
Yeah. You remember that conversation? All right, Houston. Do we even need to talk about that game?
What game?
Okay, I agree with you. All right, we talked about New Orleans, Denver. All right, so the LA Clippers against the LA Lakers. So question number 1 is going to be:
is Kawhi doing load management?
See, I'm telling you. All right, so
if he's doing load management, Lakers by a lot.
now I have a feeling that he's playing because they lost to OKC yesterday on the 22nd, which means he probably didn't play.
Did he play?
I don't think he played because that's the second of the back-to-back.
Did he play the first back-to-back?
I think he played the first game and he didn't play the second game.
Check and see.
Let's check it to make sure because I'm just playing process elimination. They played against the Spurs 134 to 109. They lose against OKC 118 to 112. So we're gonna check out these stats.
Cause they still got PG over there, so it'd be entertaining.
Full box score, and we see Kawhi Leonard DNP sore left knee, so he didn't play. So he's playing Christmas. And then for my LeBron insider, sir. So I know LeBron sat out a couple of games. One game I think he was a little hurt. Mm-hmm. So is he playing tomorrow night?
Yeah, we don't do load management over here.
No load management. He's gonna play.
We ball over here.
We're balling. We're gonna do it. All right.
We don't do load management.
All right. So what matchup are you looking forward to see tomorrow in that Lakers Clippers game?
I would say LeBron and Kawhi, but.
I don't know.
LeBron and PG.
Yeah. Because I don't think Kawhi is going to be on him.
He going to be on him.
I mean, for the majority of the time. I think I definitely think it's going to be.
That's the end of the game, but it's going to be mostly Paul George on the game. And so that's going to be, they battle before, but LeBron,
I think so.
LeBron a little too big for him.
Yeah.
He's a little bit too big for both of them.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you're right.
But that going to be a good matchup. And then I want to see how PG play again, with all the lights. Prime time, everybody looking at this Christmas game. I will be there courtside in VR.
Yep,
courtside.
So he will be right there, and he'll be able to watch the game, and he'll be tweeting from the handle to let us know what's going on in the game. So,
I'll be there.
So I'm very curious. So my question is going to be on the Lakers. LeBron's done a very good job deferring. Letting AD do his thing.
Right, as he should.
So is this going to be one of those learning opportunity games? Because is it going to be one of those learning opportunity games where he's going to continue to defer? They lose. Like, is he playing with house money? He's going to defer. They lose. Well, I'm trying. He's not going to say it. He's not going to say, "Hey, AD did that." But
he won't do that anyway. But
it's
going to be more like this. Clippers got like overall better bench.
Yeah, we said yeah.
They got a better bench. Right?
Yeah.
But how much is the bench gonna play?
Oh, of course. It's gonna be what? It's gonna be probably close to a playoff atmosphere. I'm hoping.
Right.
7-man rotation. You're thinking?
I heard the Christmas tickets. I heard the sales for the tickets were ridiculous.
Jeez.
Up to like $100,000 for courtside. And I'm watching it for free.
For free. So they're probably gonna do a 7-man rotation. I think they're probably gonna switch some stuff out. So
Beverly and Lou, right?
Probably that's what I'm thinking. And then so the question is gonna be, if you're looking at the coaches, you got Vogel. Well, go ahead.
I also want to address the Doc Rivers on the LeBron load management thing. We don't load management. The man play every game if he can. The only time I ever seen LeBron sit out a game when he wasn't hurt, when they already had the East locked up. And that was like game 5 out of 3 or something like that.
But what would you say about last year? Like if they were in the playoffs or if they were in the hunt, LeBron would have played.
Yeah.
Last year, they're not in the playoffs. I mean, would you consider that load management? Yes, he was hurt, but everybody's hurt during that time of the year. What do you say about that?
He was really hurt. His groin, he popped his groin.
I mean, how many weeks? I mean, he was out for like the whole. Like, was it after All-Star break?
Yeah, it was after.
I mean, yeah, but
used to playing though.
So that's the only argument. That's the only argument that I would say for that.
You already got the most minutes, the most games on your body in NBA history.
I agree. I'm just commenting. I agree with the decision.
They don't used to play.
I'm just saying, when you're saying the comment about load management, we don't do load management. I feel that's an opportunity he should have played. He could have played if he.
No, but load management. You reserve yourself for what? To go to the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
If you're doing load management and no playoff in the hole, you just sitting out. You hurt. You want to get fully healthy and get ready for next year. That's what he was doing, and that's why he's on the tear like he is now.
I would. Again, I'm just saying this. I agree with the decision, and I would have done the same thing. No, but I'm still a LeBron fan. I mean, I respect what LeBron did. You know, LeBron brought 2 championships for me, man. That's always going to be something that I appreciate. So that's the only argument that I say about that. But I agree with the argument. I would have done the same thing. I mean, what if I'm not playing? So I don't know if you can use
for nothing.
Yeah, so I don't think you could, and you could have also been developing other team members. You could have shown that leadership when you're on the squads. No, he knew them guys. So I just don't think you can use the load management argument in that particular circumstance.
Load management, Claw, he excellent, great player.
Yeah, hey,
probably top 2, top 3 in the NBA. But he's young.
Look, Claw's got it. Look, especially nowadays with what's going on in NBA and how quick people's careers go bad. I mean, you got to look out for you now, unfortunately.
How old is Kawhi? 27, 28?
Oh, yeah, he's younger, yeah.
Imagine LeBron at that age.
Hey, I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I just understand.
Can you imagine that?
I just understand now. I mean, it's a different game now. I mean, that's 7 years. 7 years ago, things were different. You know?
Kawhi don't want to do load management.
Well, I mean, he can. He can get around it, you know. So, hey, I'm all for player entitlement. Players, you do what you need to do. I mean, it's the players' league, so you got to do it.
Off subject.
Yeah, go ahead.
The Christmas game. Did you see the list that Uncle Dennis wanted from the Lakers? His the list of demands. Woo. So
he's starting to.
No. This was in the offseason. The reason the Lakers didn't get it. Oh, you ain't. Oh, yeah. No. Come on, Mr.
I'm sorry, Mr. LeBron. Tell me what's going on.
Uncle Dennis asked for ownership stake in the Lakers. Access to the private jet. What else he asked? Oh, home. A home in LA.
A home in LA. Yeah. Uncle Dennis wants a home.
Yes.
For those of you guys who are wondering who Uncle Dennis is, this is Kawhi's uncle, Uncle
Management.
Dennis. Yeah.
Manager.
Sorry.
But yeah, that was a list of demands. Everything on that violated the Player Association rules.
Of course it did. Of course it did. It's just whether or not he would have gotten cut or not.
Speculation now, but it did plunge. So go look it up.
Oh, of course it did.
The NBA is now investigating the Clippers and the allegations.
So if I'm the NBA, am I going to call foul?
Of course, if it gets found out, you don't know what kind of underhanded deal the Clippers made to get him.
Hey, I'm just saying, is the NBA ready to the games that people are talking about?
So shout out to the reporter that did that.
There you go.
But if that's true,
Louis, go on to sleep. Don't go.
Somebody need to get in trouble.
So I want to see whether or not the NBA has the gumption to be able to lay down the law and do something, not just like what are they going to do? Like, are they going to prevent him from, like, is it just suspended for a couple of games, or
you can't suspend Kawhi
because he didn't do it. Right. He's not the one that did it. Right. So
you can't suspend Kawhi.
So what
you can find the Clippers. Like if Clippers gave him any of that, you can find the Clippers. You can ban the manager, aka Uncle Dennis.
Okay.
And then he have to get a real manager. Not saying Uncle Dennis not a manager.
Yeah, hey.
Because he's doing an excellent job.
Look, hey. Kawhi winning. He got paid. Yeah. He got to play where he wanted to play. He's got his other dude, so.
You will ban him for contracts and negotiations and NBA official stuff. But, yeah, you have to do that if it's found out. Because ownership, home, access to a private jet, that's crazy.
So what does that mean? So do you think that means he's doing that right now?
Maybe. I ain't never heard nobody say they want to go to Clippers. You ever heard that?
No. Except Billy Crystal. Yeah. Billy Crystal. I mean, hey, he
Anthony
finally.
Anderson.
Okay.
Marcel Wiley.
Okay.
Shout out to you.
Yes.
Dudes.
Are they gonna start coming out more and more now? Oh, I've been a Clippers fan. Clippers life for life.
No, the Cavs.
No, those dudes are. I'm just saying, other people. All of a sudden,
if they win, say they win the championship.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Clipper fans everywhere now. They everywhere. Oh, you see red and blue everywhere. They run to LA. It'll be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. Like that game tomorrow. You know how many celebrities gonna be there?
Look, that game. Look, we went to the Heat game, and that's just the Heat game. I mean, imagine how it's going to be in LA, Christmas Day, the spot to be.
You just wake up with
ESPN.
Can you imagine waking up with no tickets under your tree? Oh
man. So we gotta, Rod. I need you to just keep tabs on what's going on with this Uncle Dennis story because
I keep an eye on it.
I agree with. I mean, I think you bring up very good points. They're not going to touch Kawhi, and that was what I was curious about. Is
why
will they
would you
touch
judge him?
Well, I was just. I mean, based on what you said, Kawhi didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah,
he's just getting what he's getting.
Right.
And if the manager is speaking on his behalf, then yeah. But
right. You don't know what the manager said. If I'm the player and you my manager, you asking for weird stuff, I'm like, okay, Aaron wanted that.
So the question is then, if something happens to Uncle Dennis, what does Kawhi do? Is Kawhi gonna be like, hey man, sorry man, this didn't work out?
No.
Is he gonna be like, hey man, you need Uncle Dennis? It's either me or him or nothing at all.
That's still
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's still blood.
Yeah.
You keep him on the team.
Okay.
But you know, the NBA gonna just ban him for certain stuff. That's still your uncle. You still take care of your uncle.
Okay.
So outside of NBA stuff, he can handle that.
Yeah. So I didn't know whether or not he would be like, hey, you can't do this to my uncle. Hey, I need him to do this. But that's it.
What can Kawhi do to the NBA?
Is he gonna boycott the NBA because he's not happy with him?
What is that the NBA gonna say?
I think he's gonna say, okay.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Good luck, Clippers.
I mean, because Kawhi has shown to sit out when he doesn't trust something.
Who he hurting? The Clippers.
So that's what I'm curious about.
He ain't hurting the NBA. Hurting the Clippers. So it make him like, all right, cool. That's y'all problem. Clippers, deal with it. Right or wrong?
I mean, if it's his decision, he chooses to sit out. Then that's not.
You ain't call the NBA a dollar.
Because NBA is looking for that Lakers in the championship game. So as long as they got Lakers in the finals,
Lakers,
NBA's playing.
Lakers, Milwaukee, Lakers, Boston. Bring it back to old rivalry. NBA happy. And then you get, you know, if he sit out and want to boycott the Clippers and all that, the Lakers, Houston will be just as dynamic as the Lakers, Clippers, Western Conference Finals. Yeah,
what'll be interesting, and again, is we're gonna see that dynamic. How do you feel that Westbrook's been playing with Harden? By the way, though,
they played together before. Now just he playing with a superstar now. He played with a 6th man of the year. He played with a good player. Now he playing with Harden to step his game up. So they playing the same.
Do people know what the line is? Is there a line between the two of them? Who's hitting the last shot? Because you remember how
Westbrook, the open man, hit the last shot. But if you want to defer, that's on him. That's a Westbrook.
Because isn't this the issue that we ended up seeing at OKC between Westbrook and Durant?
No.
And they're going back and forth between whose team is it, back and forth. And isn't that what eventually led Durant to leave?
Because you got to think like this. It's our team. Even though, you might be a little more athletic than me, but I'm just as dynamic as you, as Westbrook is to Durant, it's still our team. So is he saying our team because he's going on to Houston? I think with that whole situation, KD left for greener pastures besides the NBA.
But I think a lot of that had to do with. I mean,
I guarantee you, it was a business decision. The only thing he probably did wrong was not tell Westbrook he was out of there. But like he was starting a tech company in California. Like in that Bay Area, there's a lot of startup. If you in that, you want to go over there, you go over there. His contract was up. You got, Westbrook there, so you like, okay, Oklahoma, y'all in good hands. Westbrook can do just as good as I can. I'm going to go over here to the Golden State Warriors, where I can also be me and do off the field things, off the court things. That's all it was. Durant, Oklahoma, you can do things, but you got to fly to California and all that. You don't got time for that. When I live in California, I just drive around the corner, do a couple of meetings. Even though a lot of people say, "Oh, you Kevin Durant, you KD," they come to you. Nah.
So then why does if it was all about the Cali thing, then why is he over in Brooklyn now?
No. Oh, he left Golden State because they were getting disrespectful over there. That was all on the court issues. That was in the locker room stuff there that made him leave there and go to a whole nother coast. Now that's what people were trying to get out of Oklahoma. Now, that wasn't the case when he left Oklahoma, but for Golden State, that was the case. Draymond Green and all that.
Oh yeah, and that's definitely been reported.
Right.
The whole disrespecting stuff, not playing hard, and all that other stuff.
And he
Stop being soft. Yeah.
He didn't really.
No, it's him and Draymond. Yeah.
Yeah, he really in jail with them cats, like everybody thought. You know, so he went to Brooklyn after all this company set up. So he in Brooklyn, but that was on the court issues, locker room issues that made him leave Golden State. And then with all that injury thing with the doctor and all that, oh yeah, that's all Golden State fault. And you see they paying for it.
Well, I mean,
even though Clay ain't there, you can say, "Oh, Clay ain't there," and all that. Hey, Golden State, y'all need KD, boy.
No, I think is it going to be back to where it was before? I mean, they're older, so it's not going to be what it was before.
Oh no,
because they
get hammered out.
But they're going to be competitive. They're going to be a top 4 seed, I think.
Right.
But when you see a lot of those young teams, like what I was telling you earlier in the year with what's going on with Dallas, I mean, Luka, and just seeing what he's going to be doing with Porzingis, that is something that I'm looking forward to seeing in the next few years. Yeah. So they are at where my expectations were in the beginning of the year. So do I see where Clay, when he gets back, and Curry, I mean, I think they'll be in that top 4, but if they win a game, if they win a series, no one's going to be like, oh my goodness. If they lose, they're not going to be like, oh my goodness either. It's going to be like, okay, it is what it is. You're not going to see any upsets going on with them.
So, back to the Clipper-Lakers Christmas game.
All right.
I got Lakers and the nail biter.
I think so too. I think that this is...
Clipper won the opening.
They won the opening.
So this is going to be a little revenge. They play 4 more times or 2 more times?
I feel like 2 more times. I feel like they would play 4 times.
Yeah. So.
But no, I agree with you there. I think Lakers are gonna win this one. It'll be close. Everybody's watching it at the end of the game. Everybody's gonna be hugging, doing all that stuff, mutual respect type of stuff.
Right.
But
it's gonna be a good game.
I see Lakers are up. Clippers have a chance to win it, and then they don't win it.
Yeah, missed
and
the shot.
It is what it is, and they move on to the next thing.
Better.
But
it's gonna be a good game.
So
if you're there, you're gonna have an excellent game.
It's gonna be an excellent game. Let me just see what's going on with so right now I'm looking at the injury report. Clippers have no injured players, and right now we got LeBron day to day, Kuzma day to day, and Anthony Davis day to day. But is Kuzma gonna be playing that game? Because they had a little thing on ESPN about this is the first Christmas that Kyle Kuzma is gonna be with his family for 7 years or something like that. So would that be the day that Kuzma shows up?
He might. Surprise him. We'll see.
So
we'll see in the morning.
But no, I think excellent.
Yeah, and then let's touch on some NFL news. How about them Cowboys?
I mean, I'm not surprised.
How would you call shit in the bed?
I mean, they've got the talent.
Yeah,
they've got the talent. They got players.
Which one got to go?
Which one? The player or the coach, or which one of the players?
Yeah. Coach or player?
Oh, coach is going to be the one that they're going to get out.
Yeah, he's going to fall on the sword.
He's going to fall on the sword. I mean, he's been there for how many years?
You think they paid Dak or let him walk?
The problem is, he is in a prime situation where who are they going to get? I mean, they feel like they've got the players. They feel like they've got the squad. The question is, you look on the market, who's going to be available? Right, so they're going to pay him. They're going to pay him because... $35 million? I mean, is he going to be the number? I mean, I guess it depends on is Dak going to settle? Zach's probably going to want to be that highest paid quarterback because it's his turn. His contract is up. So everybody else is under contract.
So you're saying around $40 million a year?
Jeez, is that at that point already? Man,
I don't think he's getting $40 million.
I think the question is whether or not he's going to settle.
But if I was Dak, I won't settle for no money now. You give me all my money.
Mhm.
So, you know, this is the NFL.
No, I understand that.
One wrong play, you don't play no more.
So for him, so Ezekiel, you know, he did that whole.
Yeah, that kind of like backfiring on him.
I mean, he got his money.
He got his money, but it looked like they overpaid for it now.
Well,
But
you're always gonna overpay
But you
for players nowadays.
The offensive line hurt, but hey, you get that kind of money, you make it work.
No. I mean, he's not gonna say anything. Like, he can't say anything anymore. They pretty much, okay, do this. Stop being a distraction for me.
Right.
That's it. That's why they pay him. So really, the question is going to be: is he gonna do like Russell Wilson and pretty much hold steady fast? He just says, "Hey, respectfully, this is what I think. This is it. Don't talk to me unless we get to that point."
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like he's gonna follow.
If I was Dak, represent, take shit. Hey, he won all this money. He won all this money. If,
Do they franchise him?
what you gonna do with Cooper?
I mean, I guess the question is, you can pay.
What you gonna do with Byron Jones?
So, I mean,
Cooper deserves his money.
because there was definitely a difference between when he was there and when he was not there.
He deserves his money, even though I don't think he gonna get the money he want. Well, I ain't gonna say want, but he gonna get the money he ain't gonna get the money he deserves. And he's been playing injured, so we've been saying like an 80-90 Cooper.
Yeah. The problem is everybody's gonna want to be the highest paid, blah blah blah,
No,
and
but
they can't have all of them.
I don't think Cooper got that in him to be the highest paid. I think he got him. You know your worth. Cooper one of them guys to say, "Hey man, I'm like a $15 million man a year." That's what I feel. Like, he ain't one of them. Oh, I need $20 million a year, because that's where the numbers at. Cooper the kind of guy like, I'm. This is what I feel my worth is, but he's not gonna get it. He's gonna get under the thing because he been playing hurt. So he's gonna be in the middle of the highest, like that middle range, that 6-7 range when it comes to receivers pay. I mean, Byron Jones, he played himself out of being the top 2 or 3 highest paid, so he gonna be in the same range if he stay with the Cowboys. Byron Jones, I go get paid and go somewhere else.
I don't think he's coming back.
But one of them getting franchise tag. So you got three players, one franchise tag. You franchise Dak. That's like $41 million, I believe, for 1 year, or something running around that.
Probably.
I may be mistaken, but you better just paying him, cause you franchise Dak. Cooper gone, cause all your money in Dak, and Byron Jones gone. So you got to play the game like this. Which one you franchise? If I was a GM, I franchise Cooper or Byron Jones. What's up, right? And then pay Dak.
Yeah. So no, I think you're right, and I think the way that you look at it with Dak is, yeah, he's gonna be the number 1 paid, but in about 3 years he won't be the number 1 paid anymore, and because there's going to be other quarterbacks that are going to be higher. So, and the question is, if you don't pay him next year, then you got to pay him the year after.
You pay that, franchise Cooper, and then try to get Byron Jones. But if you can't, you pretty much can try to find somebody that can at least play up to his level in the draft. Go get you a corner, because they have zone defense teams.
Yeah, so. And with the corners thing.
So you let and then both of them parties win. Byron Jones will go somewhere and he'll get top dollar. So he win.
Yeah.
Cowboys will, draft somebody that can play up to his level. I ain't gonna say they can play up to his level.
No, but I feel like
so
they could find like
you don't got the money.
Yeah.
They don't got the money.
No.
You franchise Dak, Cooper, and Byron Jones walk.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. You want when you have a shutdown corner who can do their thing, that's nice to have, but you're not going to build a defense around. I mean, you can,
corner,
but
I don't think he's a shutdown corner.
Okay.
Because he usually be a safety.
So that's where I agree with you. Then I think that
like I ain't seen corners go from corner to safety and play excellent.
Yeah.
I ain't never seen a safety come and play corner excellent. even though he kind of did it last year, like he was. But you know, people figure you out.
Yeah.
You know, safeties tend to be more stiffer than a corner when it's, you know, turning and running in the hips. So this year he played down. I don't know if he's hurt. I don't know. I don't follow the Cowboys, you know, but you know, he been middle of the pack kind of corner. You know, he'll give up plays. You'll get him. Then last year, like that's when you're supposed to held out for this year, off his play of last year, and then he would have got paid.
But no, he's gonna get paid. He probably won't be on Dallas, and
right, and then he win.
And then
he
Garrett
top dollar. He get the goal and be like, "Hey man, I'm the man over here." It just wasn't a fluke.
Yeah.
So everybody like, "Oh, last year it was a fluke compared to this year."
So Garrett's gone. So then we're about that time that we got to go because we got to eat inside. But Garrett's gone.
I don't think Garrett's gone.
Oh.
I think Jerry Jones gonna make a lot of Cowboy fans mad.
Ooh.
Even though his contract up. But I know Jerry. I ain't never said Jerry fire a coach in the middle of the season. I don't think he that kind of owner.
I don't think he's gonna fire him in the middle of
No, the season over.
Yeah. So.
Matter of fact, Jerry's season over Sunday.
Yeah. So no.
You know, you can either let it expire and let him walk.
That's what I'm like. I feel like okay, fine. Fine. Okay, I agree. It's semantics. Right. They're not gonna fire him, but I don't think he's coming back because I don't know what you do with that team. I mean that. Yes.
Everybody want him to go get what's the coach from Texas A&M? Not Texas A&M.
It's gonna be an
no, he's not getting an NFL coach.
So he's gonna get a college coach.
I forgot the guy name in Texas. It slipped my mind. It's a college coach.
Who? Herman or the head coach of Texas?
What's his name?
Isn't it Tom Herman or something like that?
He gonna go get Cubs.
Wow.
But that ain't gonna work out.
I don't know if you do that with all the talent that you've got. I feel like if you do that, you do it when you kind of stink and you kind of get that coach because if they don't
Oklahoma head coach name?
Isn't that Riley?
Yeah,
it's Riley. Him. Oh, him. Oh,
him.
He
gonna go get him. That Oklahoma offense is not gonna work in the pros.
No, it's not. And
go away to Arizona.
Look, NBA, you may be able to do the whole my first league. I mean, and yeah, you had some of that stuff going on with the LA Rams and stuff, but
that is not
the difference is with the Rams, you had people that you can actually coach. I mean, there's too many divas over on that Dallas team.
That Dallas team.
You got too many divas on that team to be able to.
Dallas window was like this.
Yeah, it was this year. Maybe
like this now. So.
Okay. All right. So we talk about NFL playoffs next week.
Yeah.
So we'll stay tuned to that. I think we are out. It's time to eat.
Okay. Before we go.
All right.
2020, we're gonna redo a lot of stuff. It's gonna be more this instead of two simultaneous cameras. It's gonna be one camera fixed. We're gonna upgrade, and then we're gonna be in the same location and give y'all better quality video because we're giving y'all 720 now. So we're gonna boost up to 1080, maybe 4K.
Ooh.
We gotta see how long because Harry do all the editing. I ain't trying to add to his work list. So if the 4K can compress right and he can get it out fast.
I don't know. This is this MacBook is a 2008 MacBook, you know. So there's only so much this thing can do.
Yeah. So we gotta work with it, and then we're gonna go for now. So 2020, we're gonna reformat. Then there'll be a lot more posts on the Instagram, memes, headlines, us out, hanging out, doing our thing. So stay tuned, follow, subscribe, hit the like button, hit the hearts on Instagram, whatever the fuck on Twitter that you like. You can throw thumbs up, comment. I read them all. And if you talk shit, I'm talking shit back. So
watch out. I think we're putting this is not going to be, this is parental discretion. Oh boy.
Nah.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
But we want to thank y'all. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Whatever you celebrate. Just
we'll catch y'all before the new year.
Okay.
The last show.
Yes.
And then 2020 we coming hard. in the paint.
All right. So again, hit us up at Raymond and Sons Podcast. Hit us up. We got Raymond and Sons Podcast at gmail.com. You can find us over in Apple Podcasts. We're there. You can find us on podcast.com. He's got the Instagram. He's got all the Twitter stuff going on. So just find us. We're looking forward to it. Until next time. All right, Rod, I'm hungry. Let's go eat. We're out.
All
Thank
right.
you, America.